Hello, you guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel for Vacationers Valley. My name is Chelsea, and I'm so glad to have you here. Um, the blog that I'm talking about is what's up on the screen right now. It is a WordPress travel blog that I started, and it's all about helping you plan your vacation. You might be wondering why I'm not showing my face up on this YouTube channel, and it's because I really struggled with even wanting to start a YouTube channel. Aside from me not having a ton of equipment other than my computer and my phone, I also really didn't want this blog to have a focus on me. My hope for the blog is that it helps you with your travel plans and expeditions that you want to do. And I don't want it to be focused so much on me and have that take away from just talking about my experience and the places. That's really what I want the focus to be on. So I'm not really comfortable right now with going on camera and having it be about me and maybe what I look like and all of that. I don't want it to be about anything superficial. So I'm starting off this channel like this. And I know for some people that's going to be a total turn off and you're not going to want to stick with this channel. But that's not to say that I might not change later on. I might have times where I do travel and I want to vlog, and maybe then I'll get in front of the camera. But for now, this is what I want to leave it as. Like I said, really struggled with whether or not to even start a YouTube channel. I just knew that I wanted my blog to gain more traction because I wanted it to be able to reach people and be able to help people. And anytime I saw another travel blog, whether it was someone on Instagram or Twitter or another WordPress blogger, I always saw them generally linked with a YouTube channel. And YouTube can be a great way for this blog to pick up the traction that it needs for me to do what I want to do with it. I hope that my reasoning for wanting to start a YouTube channel makes sense to you guys, and I hope that as I start to get a hang of what to do with YouTube and what I want this channel to end up looking like, it attracts more people to want to stay and to want to get engaged. I really want my blog and this channel and all of my social media, which I'll leave everything linked in the description box. I want it to all become a conversation where you can come to get different travel recommendations and tips and ideas from other people who are traveling. So if you've ever engaged with me on this WordPress blog or on any of my social media, I want to thank you so much for that, just off the bat right now. So just thank you again for joining me on the beginning of this journey with this YouTube channel and the social media that I'm putting out and the blog in general. I know on the screen right now you've seen some of the blog screenshots, and now you'll see some of my Twitter and my Instagram, and you'll see that the following isn't that large right now because I'm just starting off. But I want to see it grow, and I want to see all of us engaging in a really positive way that helps everybody involved. Because I think so many people want to travel, but maybe don't know where to start, or are looking for recommendations, or looking for tips, and I want this to really help. I don't know if I'm being too redundant with this, but I guess let me explain what the blog is and what I'm envisioning for this YouTube channel as I start to grow. For my blog itself, I'm going to keep updating it. I try to update it every day during the week now that I've started to figure out WordPress and what to do with it. So in the beginning, you'll see all of my posts right now are about Italy. And the reason for that is because Italy was the place that I traveled to most recently, but it's also the place that I traveled to where I actually planned everything myself. And it took a lot of time because it was my first place that I traveled to where I was in control of everything that I wanted to do and everywhere I wanted to go. So I'm really honing in on that experience and trying to provide you guys with as much information as possible to hopefully help you and get you started, especially if you do want to travel to Italy. I mean, a lot of the tips that I have aren't just for Italy. I think they can be useful all the time. Like, I'm talking about different websites to use and different things to bring on your travel, so I think it could be interesting and helpful even if maybe you're not traveling to Italy right now or it's not really in your plans currently. On the blog page and also on my Instagram and such, you'll notice though that I've also traveled to other countries, and I am going to talk about those a little bit, but I think I want to save talking about those countries more for the YouTube channel because I don't have as much detailed things to say because I did travel to some of those places a really long time ago and I wasn't really the one planning all of that out. So I think those are things that are more so suited for YouTube rather than my blog. And I do have other places that I plan on traveling right now. We're toying with possibly Puerto Rico or going on a cruise, possibly going over to Europe. We're not really sure, but as I keep traveling, I'm going to keep updating that blog with different places and tips and all that. So that's kind of what I have envisioned for the blog itself. For this YouTube channel, as I said, I'd like to include more of those older trips where I'm just kind of talking to you about what I experienced and having more of a conversation about those things. And as I keep traveling, whether it's in the States or abroad, whatever it may be, I am considering starting like a vlog sort of series, and I think that would be something obviously that's going to go onto YouTube, and then I could possibly also link that to the blog and my other social media sites. So it's something that I'm really figuring out and considering. And so if you end up subscribing to this channel right now, like, wow, thank you so much because this is really going to be like trial, run, and error, and me figuring out what I want this to look like and what I want to do. But I know this is really something I want to take on. And so thank you so much for joining me right in the beginning and taking the time to listen to this. I think YouTube will help me get the traffic I need for this blog, like I said, for me to be able to do what I want to do with it. And I think it's also a great way for me to perhaps reach an audience that I wouldn't normally reach, because with YouTube, if I'm doing stuff like this where maybe I just have a screenshot up and I'm talking during it, it doesn't take a lot of effort to just put it on and listen to it while you're getting ready or you're eating or whatever. I know sometimes I throw on YouTube videos and I just let them play while I'm getting ready. So that could be an easy way for me to talk about maybe something on the blog, but get it out to a different audience, because I know with blog posts you really have to take the time to sit down and read and find what posts you want to actually read. And so I understand that YouTube can be an easier way for me to get across to people. So this is definitely going to be a work in progress, definitely going to be me figuring out what I want this to look like. So thank you so much for just sitting down and listening to this. And I want to welcome you to Vacationers Valley. Um, and if you can take the time to go on to this site and follow it and like and comment, that would be amazing, because that is exactly what I want that site to become, a place to have a conversation and a community with everybody. So again, thank you so much. Um, just for sitting down and listening to this. I don't even know if I said what my name was in the beginning at this point. Um, I'm Chelsea. I am the creator and author of Vacationers Valley. So I'll have everything linked down below. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave all of that in the comment section here or shoot me an email from the blog. And of course, subscribe to the blog newsletter because that's going to be one of the best ways to keep up to date. And add me on Twitter and Instagram and all of that. So thank you guys so much. I really think that this will be a great community once it starts to build, and I look forward to growing and interacting with all of you.